What's up everyone, Master Fox here today, and we'll be talking about a current hot topic, the Turbo Towers deck. After the European World Championship qualifier, a lot of people have brought this deck up for discussion as a point of contention because many of the topping Clifford decks were the Turbo Towers deck. Now note that this didn't happen in North America, which was due to the fact that Wavering Eyes was not yet legal for the North American World Championship qualifier event. Anyways, people have been describing the deck as a major degeneracy in the game and comparing it to things like first turn kills. So let's take a look at both sides though. First, we take the side of those arguing against Towers Turbo. They say that summoning Towers first turn is a win condition in itself, as it will automatically make your opponent start off with a -1 via Towers' effect in most cases. And to add insult to injury, they will also be staring down a nigh invincible monster. Those odds aren't very good, especially seeing as they could OTK you next turn by pendulum summoning everything they just tributed right back. So essentially this gives you one turn to respond, which isn't very much considering that most decks run few to no outs at all to Towers. Looking at the big five, we see that Tellarknights have Excalibur and or Honest if they actually run it. Burning Abyss pretty much lose unless they have multiple Terminus, or if they pack Honest for their Dante. Shaddolls have no natural outs either besides Honest if they do run it. And Clifforts can actually out Towers pretty easily in the mirror match, and they have multiple methods to do that. One of them is obviously their own Towers and other things like that. Nekroz have decisive armor, but a lot of Nekroz decks also don't really run it. And taking a look at this list, that's not too many options for most decks. Add to the fact that most of the time the Towers Turbo player will be getting up to a +3 off of the monolith, and you're already looking at basically insurmountable odds. And that's where they reach the conclusion that Towers should be banned. Now we'll take a look at the other side of the coin. Sure, all the things argued are granted to be fair points, but what the other side argues is that Towers isn't a problem at all, and neither is the deck. Why is this so? The deck is actually very fragile and is in essence a YOLO deck. It functions very well in singles, but in terms of matches, it doesn't function quite as well then, because it's easily countered. It runs no protection at all, and if it cannot get to its tower play almost immediately, nearly any competent deck can rip it to shreds. Why did it do so well at the European World Championship qualifier then? I imagine that there were a number of factors that contributed to this success. One is that people were unprepared to deal with it. It's like a degenerate that you don't know is coming. If Towers Turbo becomes big, people will side and main deck more outs to it that will make the deck even more fragile and crumble at the very first sign of resistance. The second factor is the fact that Diamond Crab King was not legal in Europe yet. Diamond Crab King is a generic rank 4 out to Towers that most decks could run to deal with this threat. And yes, Diamond Crab King crashes with Towers. Please learn your rulings. And so these are the two sides of the debate. Where do I stand on this matter? Personally, I think as of now, I would side against banning Towers. Towers is in general a fair card due to its steep summoning cost. The main problems here are the atrocious pendulum mechanic that generates infinite tributing fodder, and the card Wavering Eyes. Eventually, I think Wavering Eyes will be a big problem card. You can mark my words on that. I don't think Towers should be hit at all. The deck isn't really that degenerate either. It is in essence a Protect the Castle style deck taken to the extreme, and I think that's where it gets a lot of hate. People have never enjoyed playing against decks of that style, and Towers is the ultimate castle. Cards like Shien, Yamato, and Dark Law have nothing on Towers. Add to that the fact that you have to take out the scales too, or else you risk facing down a full field of Clifforts, and you can see why the deck is not really fun to play against. But does that mean the deck should be banned? No, not at all. Or else every deck would be banned. There's always someone out there who doesn't enjoy playing against your deck. Overall, I think Towers Turbo is basically a fad that will simply fade away. If it does come up to be a problem, it will be because of Wavering Eyes though, as I said. Anyways, that's it for this video. Tell me what you guys think in the comment section below. Give this video a thumbs up, and I will see you guys in my next video. Thank you.